Arsenal completely dominated Bournemouth with a 4-0 victory away from home in the Vitality Stadium, with goals from Saka, from Odegaard, from Ben White, and from, of course, Kai Havertz. In today's video, I'll be giving my player ratings for the game. So what's going on, everyone? You're listening to Gunner Central here. I hope you're all doing well. Without any further ado, I think we can just get straight into this. David Raya. Now, before I give you my rating, I just want to say I know I am a big Ramsdale fan and I wanted Ramsdale to start, especially after Ramsdale's good performance against Brentford. But I'm hoping Ramsdale still gets a start, maybe against Lens or Chelsea or Sevilla in one of these big games coming up. But as for David Raya against Bournemouth, I'm going to give him, I'll be generous, I'll give him an 8 out of 10. Good performance, had some good saves here and there, but then again, didn't really have much to do in terms of saving. As for distribution though, wow, incredible distribution from the Spanish shot stopper. I mean, there were so many times where Bournemouth pressed quite well onto us and David Raya just passed it out so easily, finding Zinchenko in midfield, finding Rice in midfield, sometimes switching it out to the wing and looking so good while doing it. He looks so cool, calm and collected at the back, and it just rubs off on the defense, rubs off on the team, and he is an outstanding goalkeeper. David Raya, 8 out of 10. Zinchenko, maybe I'm being a little conservative with this rating. I'm going to give Zinchenko an 8 out of 10. Was absolutely amazing. Was absolutely amazing today, especially in the midfield. He looks so good. He is so comfortable creatively with the ball, and then defensively he is much better than a lot of people make him out to seem. Like, he is an incredible player, amazing performance from our Ukrainian. Zinchenko, an 8 out of 10. Saliba, I'm going to go a little conservative again. I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10. Not because he didn't have a good performance, but because there wasn't much for him to do to get an 8 or 9 in my opinion. Right, he had that awesome tackle when it was still 0-0 when Solanke was in on goal, and it got ricocheted back off Solanke and went for a goal kick. Outstanding defending. Saliba with a Rolls Royce performance as usual. Looks so world class. For sure one of the best centre backs in world football, let alone one of the best young centre backs in world football. He is definitely one of the best centre backs in world football. And going to another one of the best centre backs in world football is Gabriel. Yes, I may be overhyping that, but honestly Gabriel at times is so crucial to how we defend. Right, he also didn't have much to do. I'm gonna give him a 7 out of 10 as well, as same as Saliba, but exact same as Saliba. He didn't have much to do. What he did do, he did so well, did to a high level, won a lot of aerial battles. Those two as a partnership genuinely have the potential to be very special as a partnership. They work so well together. You have Saliba, who's the Rolls Royce, and you have Gabriel, who kind of comes out and be dirty with it, gets that ball when he needs to. It's an incredible partnership. When those two are at the back, I feel so confident in my defense. Like, very good performance from those two. Despite them both getting 7s, it's just because they didn't have much else to do to get an 8. Next, we've got Ben White. I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10. He got his goal. His first goal of the season. His last goal was against Bournemouth as well, at home in the Emirates, to make it 2-2, and we had that Nelson goal to make it 3-2. But Ben White, 8 out of 10. Again, he got his goal, and other than that, he had good overlapping runs. He made some crunching challenges. He kept that flank like on lock, bro. Ain't no one had any chance there. He kept that flank on lock. Ben White looked so good. I'm gonna give Ben White an 8 out of 10. Now, speaking of looking so good, one of my favorite players, Declan Rice. He makes the game look so easy at times. So good defensively. He plays himself out of bad positions when he gets into them. Amazing player. It's not headlining stuff that he does. It's not stuff that grabs the average football fan's attention. But if you watched and you purely watch Declan Rice, he is such a crucial player. I mean, you think about the North London derby, right? We looked good in that first half. Very good. The moment you take out Declan Rice, that midfield looks much weaker. There's way more holes to exploit for James Maddison and those things there. But Declan Rice, when he is on, we tick so well. We defend so well. The midfielders, despite having two attacking midfielders in Kai Havertz and Martin Odegaard, the midfield is so solidified. And it's all because of Declan Rice's work. Outstanding play from Declan Rice. I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10. Next, Martin Odegaard, I'm going to give Martin a 9 out of 10. He was crucial to the game. I mean, think about this, right? In the first goal, he could have gotten an assist, but Jesus hit the post and deflected to Saka. The second goal was obviously the penalty for Martin Odegaard. The third goal was a penalty that Martin Odegaard won and then gave to Havertz. The fourth goal, Martin Odegaard assisted. He was in every single goal. He was crucial to every single goal. And even outside of that, he was crucial to how we played. He controlled the game. He looked so silky and smooth on the ball. Outstanding player. That's a captain's performance for you right there. Going away from home and just dominating. Absolutely amazing performance from Martin Odegaard. My man of the match, 9 out of 10. Next, Kai Havertz. Listen, let's just be fair, yeah. Let's just slow it down a little bit. Overall, he was decent, right? Let's just be fair, he was decent. Wasn't great though. If we are excluding that goal, it was a pretty average performance, right? It was a performance that we've already seen where he was kind of lackluster. He should have probably done more. Now, after his goal, maybe he was a little better than we had seen. But before his goal, especially in that first half, it was just an average Kai Havertz performance, wasn't it? Nothing special, nothing breathtaking. Just a meh performance. Obviously got his goal. Have to take that into account. Very happy for him. So happy. And no, I'm not a Kai Havertz hater before you go comment that under the video. After his goal, he looked a little more better, a little more confident on the ball, but it wasn't great. Look, I'm gonna be nice, I'm gonna be generous, and I'm gonna give him a 7 out of 10. But realistically, it probably should be a 6. But I'm gonna give him a 7, I'm gonna be generous. Next, we had Bukayo Saka. Obviously, he had the opening goal, showing some great bit of anticipation for the goal. He kept his flank going, but it didn't really have much to do. He was kept fairly quiet. I think Bournemouth just defended quite well against him. And with these games coming up, you'd hope with him hobbling off the field that he is okay. We can't afford to miss him in any games. Maybe rest him against Lens. I would have rested him today against Bournemouth, but maybe rest him midweek in Champions League and then we can have him start in City. But I'll give the star boy a 7 out of 10. Jesus, I'm going to give the same as the star boy. I'm going to give a 7 out of 10. He didn't really have as much of an impact in the first half because I think he was at left wing. If you had him down the middle, like in the second half, he was really impactful. Unlucky to not get a goal, unlucky to not get an assist at least. Jesus did really well, especially in that second half, I felt. He pressed well. When he had the ball, he looked dangerous. And again, I think he's a much better number 9 than he is a left winger. I understand we have to out of necessity for injuries, but come on, like I think putting Jesus at left wing it doesn't complement his game. It's kind of like putting Ben White at centre back. You can do it, but out of necessity, I understand why you do it, but it shouldn't be done. Let's be honest. Jesus is a much better number 9 than he is a left winger. Eddie Nketiah, look, he worked hard. He had some good runs, some good moments, but wasn't clinical. Didn't get a goal. Didn't get an assist. Didn't really look at any time like he was going to. I think it was a pretty meh performance from Eddie. I want to see Eddie go back to that form we saw him start the season with, but yeah, I don't know. I'm going to give Eddie Nketiah a 6 out of 10. Tomiyasu, decent performance. I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10. He didn't really have much to do, but he was looking really good at times. He won the ball back a lot. Aerially, he was so strong. He almost was offside for that Ben White goal, but he wasn't, so I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10. Reece Nelson, didn't have him enough to do. I'm not giving him a rating. I'm not going to give Vieira, Smith Rowe, or Jorginho any of them. I'm not going to give any of them ratings. They just didn't really have much to do. Even though Reece Nelson I thought did quite well at times, Smith Rowe did quite well, Vieira did quite well in the right wing position, and Jorginho didn't really do anything. I think the substitutions did well. They came in, they allowed us to rest our better players in Declan Rice, in Bukayo Saka. So overall, I'm not too upset with any of those performances. They just didn't really have much to do because when they came on, the game was already won. We weren't chasing the game. There was nothing really for us to do besides see the game out. Arteta, I'm going to give him a 9 out of 10. Look, I think we still should have rested, and if we had rested, probably would have got a 10 out of 10. You know, we walk away with a clean sheet, 4 different goal scorers. Havertz gets his first goal. What else could you ask from Arteta? Good performance all around. No one really played badly, but yeah, I think overall I'm happy to give Odegaard man of the match. I don't want to see Eddie start the next game. Maybe Tomiyasu should start the next game. Smith Rowe looked good. Nelson looked good. Maybe, hopefully, they can get some more game time. But yeah, with all that being said, I would love to know what do you guys make of my ratings? What ratings would you change? Who was your man of the match? Let me know in the comments below, and cheers.